late and hundreds of billions of dollars short, Congress, of course, says it is working to secure more money for small business loans because the first tranche ran out of money. But it is too little too late. Charlie Gasparino joins us now with the latest on the small business owners in the midst of the pandemic. Charlie.
There's an interesting angle here, Liz, that hasn't really been covered. We've been covering the inability for a lot of small businesses to get the money. We've been covering how some hedge funds are posing as small businesses because they technically are. They have less than 500 employees yet. They still make fee income, and they shouldn't really qualify for this program, which was intended for mom and pop shops and salons, people with real need and not fee income, actually no income coming in. So they have to lay people off. Here's another interesting side aspect of the PPP program, as it's known, the Payroll Protection Program, that's supposed to give loans to small businesses. As you know, Liz, it's administered by the banks. The big banks hand these out, or you apply through them, and then you get your check from them. Hopefully, they get to your application. Obviously, they've run out of the first $350 million. And here's what the banks are worried about in terms of this program. They say there's been so very little guidance from the Treasury, just broad-based mandates. You know, you basically go out there and you can hand checks to anybody with less than 500 employees that qualifies as a small business, and not a lot of lending criteria that they're opened up to. And I'm getting this from sources at the major Wall Street banks, Bank of America, Citigroup, you name them. They are telling me that they're worrying about significant legal liability when this is all over. Why is that? They're worried about being sued for not doing enough due diligence on the loans because they have to hand them out, and there's a pressing public policy need. They're also worried about discrimination, or maybe racial discrimination. The way it was posed to me is the reason why they've been so sort of by the book in handing out these loans: first serve and best customers. Okay, if you have a credit card and a checking account, you are a better customer than if you just have a credit card or a line of credit with the bank. They're worrying about racial discrimination. Someone coming up and saying, well, you didn't give enough loans to women-owned companies, African-American companies. So what they are doing is prioritizing these loans to say, listen, we had to do this based on the best way we were told from the federal government. Thus, we prioritized it on a first-come, first basis, and based on not necessarily on need, but on your business relationship with the bank, because we have a fiduciary responsibility to our shareholders to take care of the best customers. At least that's what me. We should point out that this is not an absurd worry, I would tell you, Liz. I covered the financial crisis as close as anybody back in 2008. JP Morgan was sued a lot. And why were they sued? Because they took over Bear Stearns' the company. They took over their liabilities as well at the behest of the federal government. And guess what? They got in trouble for some of the misdeeds that were done by Bear Stearns. They actually had to assume their legal liabilities, even though it wasn't the compliance staff that was involved. Mm-hmm. So this, Liz, is not an absurd worry. It is, if you are a stockholder in the big banks, it's something you should look at going forward. Obviously, it's early in the game, but definitely something to look at if you own shares of the big banks, JP Morgan, Bank of America. This is something that the legal staff is worried about inside these places. Back to you.
Really quickly, but my question, Charlie, is, part of what Nancy Pelosi said she was concerned about was haste makes waste. Yes, we had to get that money out very quickly, but in retrospect, you're going to find that the rich hedge funds legally capitalized on the money, applied for it, and got it when they're still making money hand over fist. So what's going to happen real quick?
Well, here, I don't think anything's going to happen. I've been asking the banks, have you been told that you can't give money to hedge funds? No, if they are a client, if they're a good client, they get prioritized. If they came in first, hedge funds with small, we're not talking about like the big Dan Loeb, Steve Cohen like hedge funds. We're talking about hedge funds that have less than 500 employees. They can apply for this. The problem is they didn't think through this. They probably should have taken another week to think through what is a small business that should get this money.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was a big rush. Charlie, good to see you. Thank you very much. We're coming right back.